Alright guys, before you start any NGO registration, you must watch this video. Before you start any NGO registration, you must watch this video, because I'm going to be giving you tips. And this is not about the upgrade or anything. It is something that I'm sure will be useful for any time. Like, even if you are watching this video months after or years after, it will still be useful for you. Alright, because currently I did an NGO registration. I need an NGO reservation. So it is currently called name requirement consent. So as you can see, not only NGO registration can be done in this tab, in this name requirement consent. You can also do for upgrade from business to company on this tab. I mean this name requirement consent tab. You can also do limited by guarantee, and also all NGO registration, including church, mosque, NGO, association, and others. So yes, today I'll be giving you tips that I've used with my reservation so far. I've done at least 3 reservations. I'm not sure I did this 3 or this third one. I'm not sure I did it. I did this first and this second one, but the third one I did it in another account. So I've done at least 3 NGO reservation. So at least I have enough experience to share with you, so that you won't make error again. I'm sure you know that this new portal is all about trials and error. You know, we keep on trying, making errors, so that we'll share with you guys, and also you also share with us about your experience and how you solved the problem. And that's how we've been helping each other since the CAC AI Portal upgrade. All right, so yes, without further ado, also in this video I will also be showing you how to do your name reservation. I mean your NGO name reservation. At least let's see how far we can go with that. All right, let's see how far we can go with that. So yes, the first tip I would like to tell you guys is that with the new AI portal, you have to make your objective, you have to make it clear. I'm sure it is not AI, or let me say it is not only AI, or it is not AI that is approving names. All right, they are still human job. Like, we can still feel the human jobs, like human contribution in the queries, approvals, and rejections that we've been getting. So don't let me lie to you. I've gotten 2 denials out of the 3 name reservation that I did. I got 2 denials and 1 queried. So that's to tell you that I have enough experience to share with you guys. All right, so this first one, let me start with this church. This first one, when I submitted it, they told me, they queried it saying that I should the reservation is not seeming like something Christian, like the objective is not related to church or Christian doctrine, that it's seeming more like NGO. You understand? So let me show you the application. I decided to change it, and I changed it. I had to change it though. I changed it. So the description, I had to put church-based activities, Christian worship, Bible lectures, healing, deliverance, helping the needy, and all that. So the objectives, I put only 2: to keep the word of God alive and do Christ, with thereby living in a Christ-like way, to conduct regular church service, prayer meetings, and religious gatherings. So if you want to register church, make sure your objectives is limited to that church activities. If you want to register mosque or masjid, make sure your objectives and description are related to Islamic doctrines. You understand? So don't make it seem like an NGO. Don't say that you want to help the widows, you want to help the needy, you want to help the poor, you want to shake income, you want to do that and do all sorts of things. Make sure you streamline your objectives and your description to that church or that masjid like. All right, so now let me show you the second one. Let me show you the second one, which I did. Let me show you the second one that I did. So the second one also has a second tip that I want to share with you guys. The second tip is that if you want to register any foundation, if you want to register any foundation, like if you want to register any foundation currently, make sure that in that foundation name, make sure you had something that is related to the objective of that foundation. Yes, make sure you had something that is related to the objective of that foundation. This foundation, this NGO now, I submitted it this weekend. Or was it not this weekend? I think yes, last weekend rather. I submitted it last weekend and it was denied. It was denied though. Hey God, I felt like crying. 5,000 is not a small money now. When it's not company or business reservation, it was denied sincerely. So the 5,000, I had to cry it out first before thinking of what to do. So when I submitted, let me show you the names. Let me show you the proposed names. So when I submitted, this is it now. This is it. I submitted Grace Heart Foundation, Mama Okaibe Foundation. The first one, I'm talking about the first submission I did. Mama Grace Okaibe Foundation. It was rejected. You can't believe that. It was denied. It was denied. So after the denial, I had to thought of something. So what I did was that I imputed support in the Grace Arts Foundation and also supporting Mama Okaibe Foundation and Mama Grace Okaibe Foundation. And guess what? It was approved. This morning, yes. So they approved. I was sincerely happy. Like, I felt really, really, really happy. So they approved this first one. And also I had to change the description again to make it seem like, you see, as you can see, you are saying support keyword here. I use support keyword here. I use support like 3 times. So yes, it's my work. I use support keyword here to make it seem like support. So I had to change some. I can't remember the words I was there before, but I had to change them to support so that they will feel the support there. They will feel the support in the NGO. So it was approved. So that is the second tip I also want to share with you guys. All right. So now, let's see if we can go through. I'll just do random things. I'll put random information because the reservation is not real. So for you to learn how you can do name reservation for NGO, and for you to see that there's nothing new to it. And also, while doing the registration of those reservation, I'll also make a video for you to see. Then we'll add it to the description of this video when it is done. We have to wait for 21 days. So this is how, if you are new to NGO registration, so this is how it is done. After submitting the name reservation, which I'll be showing you the process now. After submitting the name reservation and it has been approved, you can use Agent Portal, and you can also use Agent Portal. You can also use the public portal. All right. So after it has been approved, after the name reservation has been approved, like that one, you do newspaper publication and trustee declaration. But the first thing the thing that comes first is newspaper publication. Make sure you do newspaper publication to 2 newspapers, and it has to go in circulation for 28 days. That will go in circulation for 28 days or 21 days, 28 days or 21 days. So 28 days or 21 days. So if you want to know the reason why I said 28 days or 21 days, let me know in the comment section and I will tell you. So 28 days or 21 days. Then after the circulation, make sure that when it is remaining about 5 days or 10, do your trustee declaration and make sure you have your trustee declaration and make sure you have it. All right. I think you also have to make another video on that to show you those documents. All right. So after that, you go to the registration process. So the registration process will be showing you the things and the what that you'll be needing, the document that you'll be needing. All right. But for the name reservation, you will show you how to do name reservation now, and also make sure you have your newspaper published. So, and trustee declaration. So if you need help for all of that, maybe you want to do it and don't have a plug, we are right here for you. And also, if you have any question you want to ask regarding the registration or the reservation process, don't forget to drop in the comment section. Don't forget that we are still making trials and errors. trials and errors, and sincerely, that trials and errors is just like it's making me to laugh, because you really can't imagine a lot of errors and a lot of money that have gone with this CAC AI upgrade and all. I'm sure you people here can testify with me. Let me say my English. So yes, this is incorporated trustee. You pick incorporated trustee and incorporated trustee. Yeah, you see, it's still the same thing. So this is what I told you guys, that in this portal, this name requiring consent tab, you can do new registration. That is, if you want to do new NGO registration. All right. You can also do change of name business, or change of name of business, or that is if you want to upgrade from business to company. And this one is for what's it called? It's for limited by guarantee registration. And the last one is if you are using restricted words. All right. If you are using restricted words, it's restricted by CAC, and you want to make a consent for that. All right. So today we are doing new incorporation registration. So let's apply for consent. They will ask you that, do you want to start a new consent for new consent application for new incorporation. Yes, that's my application. So I'm sure the rest you guys are familiar with it. All right, you guys are familiar with this one. So let's say emydigital. Let me put it in cap. Please make sure that you write in cap. Make sure your caps lock is on. Make sure you write in capital letter, please. All right, there is a reason. I'm sure you know this already. Emydigital support foundation. So don't forget that you have the opportunity to submit 3 names. All right, you can use same name for the 3 if you want them to. If you really want that name, you can. Like the church, this select church now, I used one name for the 3 proposed name. Understand? For them to know that that is the thing that I really want. All right. So this is where you choose this thing. I'm sorry if it is not showing the upper part, but this is what we actually need. So if yours is a culture-based association, or if yours is a faith-based association, or if it is foundation-based, you pick one of it. All right. If it's a cultural-based foundation, you know that this one is related to the cultural groups and the association or society and all. And if this faith-based is for church, and this foundation is for NGO, like charity organizations and all that like that. So foundation-based, enter an email. Let me just put anything. Description. I think I have to open another tab. Let me open another tab. So that I will just so that I will not make the video just too long. All right, I'll not make the video too long. So I'll copy from the ones that is approved. All right, for the purpose of this registration. For the purpose of this registration, I won't submit it. I won't submit it. So just for the purpose of this registration. All right. So the description. Let's use this. Then the address itself has already saved this address already. So let's save and continue. Okay, LGA. We are just imputing any. Don't look for this address. So it is not existing. And don't look for this foundation. It is not existing yet. So yes, impute the name, the proposed name, principal activity of association, description, registered office address, and save and continue. The constitution. All right. So a lot of people used to get stuck at this place. All right. For me, you know that currently the minimum trustee for NGO registration is 2 or 3. So if you are me, it depends on the amount of trustee that I'll be imputing. If they are 3, if they are up to 1 to 5, or if they are up to 3 to 5 rather, I will put 2 here, and I'll put maximum 10 year. All right. The trustee tenure. Some people do put forever. I don't know about that one. Some people do put 10 years. It is still acceptable. Some people do put 50. But me, I do put 50 years. Yes. So for the custodian of common seal, that is the person that will be in charge of the common seal. So sometimes you can consent with your customers, with your clients like this, that regarding this aspect, because sometimes I've done one NGO that the person had to go through how to preview the application, and I was like, the common seal should be for all trustees, not chairman alone. So some people can say that it is for chairman alone, while some people can say all trustee, you understand, and the governing body all trustee, or it's not the same thing, and also the same thing too. But you have to make sure that you consent with your clients that the governing body, is it all trustee, or because there are some registration that the trustee that they are choosing for the application they've already streamlined them. They will have more than 10 executives in some associations, and the ones that they want to use for registration, they are just 3. So the governing body should be those 3. It may be just chairman, secretary, and financial secretary, you understand. So it may be all trustee as it is. So this application of funds, it is just that the funds of the there's something related, the fund of the, let me see if I can get it here. I don't want to be typing. Oh, I can't. Let me see if we can get from okay, let's do this. The funds, like at this place, they're asking you that how will you apply the funds. For example, now this is a foundation. This is a foundation. So the funds that will be coming in, how do you want to use it? How will you make use of it? So the funds of the NG of the organization or foundation, let me put foundation. The funds of the foundation will be used towards promoting the aims and so I know this is often, and objectives of the foundation. That's it. So this keeping account, it depends. This keeping of account, it depends. If you are registering a church, you have to write how the account will be kept, you understand, and who will be in charge of the account sometimes. So for the purpose of this, let me just write the keeping of the accounts. Let me just write the financial since this is the financial secretary, since this is an NGO, let me add the financial secretary. I've forgotten what actually should be there, but I'll add financial secretary. So this is for the objectives. Let's pick from the ones that is approved. So what they are just asking basically there is the aims and objectives of the NGO. And don't forget that I told you guys that make sure that your NGO is related to the registration, to the foundation that you are submitting. Make sure it is related. Alright, make sure it is related to the foundation that you are. So let's put 2 objectives just for the purpose of this video. Alright. So yes, this is the trustee type. There is another tip that I also want to let you know at this trustee part. Thank God you watched this video up to this place, so because there is an important information that you really need to know regarding the trustee part of the name NGO name reservation. If you want to impute the trustee, make sure you impute all the trustee first. I'm not talking about the secretary and the chairman. If you have like 5 and 3 others are trustee alone, only 1 and 1 is secretary and chairman, which is as it's supposed to be, make sure you first of all impute the details of all the trustee first. Like all the trustee that you have, make sure you impute their details first before imputing the secretary or the chairman, so that you will not have issue. Because about last week when we were doing last week when we were doing trustee NGO reservation, a lot of people were having issues with this trustee part. I've forgotten the error it was bringing, but they had to be imputing details all over again. So make sure you impute the trustee first. Alright, impute the trustee first. Let me put anything here because I have something that I want to explain at the document upload. So let me impute anything. let me impute anything. So we are highlighting the trustee first here. All right, we are highlighting the trustee first here. So I'm just putting any name now, just for the purpose of this. Don't forget that make sure you always put the third word, the other name. Make sure you always add it. All right, make sure you always add it in your registration. And also don't forget that everything should be in capital letter, please. Everything should be in capital letter. And the occupation, if it is, just put business. If it is foundation, put business. If it is church, you can put evangelist or deaconess. But don't put you people, you church, they have different positions, but make sure you put the one that is general, like evangelist. Now it is general, so don't put I've forgotten, I'm not a Christian, so don't put some specific post that is only specific to your church alone, which is not general, you understand? So it won't call for a query. So this is not about faith or anything. So make sure that the occupation you are putting, if it is your church, make sure it is not something that it is only specific to your church. Make sure the English word that you be putting, it is general, like it is common. So let's put it that way. All right, make sure it is common. So let's I'm just imputing any details. Don't mind anything that we are seeing here. I mean, if you are looking for them, lucky for you. No thanks. So we've imputed the trustee. Let's impute the secretary next before the chairman. All right, we are imputing the secretary next before the chairman. So let's impute it, because I have something that I want to explain at the document upload side for you guys to learn from. All right, for you guys to learn from. So this one too, put business. Let's put business. So the email, phone number, this, okay, so that they will not reject the national ID card. So yeah, we've added it. Okay, we still have something like that. Alright, let's put anything. I'm just putting any details for the purpose of this video, right? So the chairman last. The chairman last. I hope you don't mind that name, Sha. So the chairman last, and so we are still at it. So I can't even you cannot even do mistake to submit this kind of registration. Okay, what else? So the chairman last. I have something that I want to explain, because that explanation is related to the third NGO reservation that I did. All right, so 3, we've submitted 3. Let's save and continue. Sorry, my network just got interrupted now. Okay, so the explanation that I want to make at this supporting document, this document upload, is that some people do mistake. Since you see that it is not asterisk, like you think that it is not asterisk, that it is not compulsory. Some people do leave it without adding anything. But sometimes it also counts. If you are doing like association, or let's say all those Igbo something association, like that is culture specific. Let me say cultural based foundation or cultural based association. Make sure that the names that you'll be using, make sure you qualify it in a sheet of paper. Snap it and add it as supporting documents, because sometimes, so that you know get yourself into unnecessary query. Sometimes they will query it back and tell you that you should qualify that name. So just avoid unnecessary query for yourself. All right, if you see that the name you are registering that a client give you, even you yourself, you do not understand, just write it, tell your client to explain, okay, this name, why do you want to use it? Why should we use it? Is it related to your clan, your group, or your village or your community? Okay, you will explain it there, and you upload it as supporting document, so you avoid unnecessary. Though you can, if the name is very clear, like that church now, I didn't upload any supporting document and it was approved. The support foundation, so I didn't upload any supporting document and it was approved, because people already they already understand that Mama or Grace Art Support Foundation is limited to support or foundation for a specific people and all that. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, and also we'll be bringing more updates. We'll be bringing more updates for you. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the other side.